What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today, man? You already know how it goes. It's your boy B back with another video. If you don't know who I am, my name is Brandon Jones and I specialize in helping you make an extra income. And you are watching this video because you want to know my top 10 tips on how you can start listing on eBay. Guys, let me explain to you something about eBay. eBay is an amazing platform. I've had my ups, I have my downs with eBay. I've had my hating moments where I hated eBay to the most. Like, I couldn't hate any other platform more than eBay. And I've had points where eBay is just like wonderful because they're saving my life, because they're putting money in my pocket when I don't have any. So eBay is always going to be hot and cold for me, okay? I won't sit on this platform and try to make it seem as if everything is just glorious with eBay and I am just a mastermind. I don't feel as though anybody is a mastermind of any platform. I feel like we're always students. And for somebody to come on here and try and tell you that they know everything about a platform that is consistently always changing, and also something that they don't currently own, so they obviously don't know everything, and also they don't know everything about the algorithm, they don't know everything about the policies. Barely do we ever look at the terms and conditions, and all of this really matters when it comes to any type of platform, right? Because prime example, with eBay, if you list and you say a certain trademark term, and that's in the terms and conditions, not to say that term, if you don't really have that item, then it sort of kind of gives them the right to take your profile down. But it's minute details just like that that make me very wary of eBay sometimes, okay? But one thing I will say is eBay helps you make money, and if you're looking at this video or looking for an answer if you should start selling on eBay in this video, I hope my tips help you. But also, I'll tell you this before we start anything and before I give you any of the gems. I'll say this: if you're thinking about listing on eBay, do it. Stop procrastinating, stop putting it aside, stop trying to look for other people's opinions. I'm gonna tell you something right now. I can sit up here on this chair all day talking to you about what you should do, what you could do, why you shouldn't do it, why you should do it, and if you do it, you're going to make this much and you're going to lose that much. It doesn't matter. Everybody's experience is different, and guess what? You may have a great experience, you may have a bad experience, but no matter what experience you have, one thing you gain from it is knowledge, and knowledge as an entrepreneur, as a reseller, or somebody just looking for an income stream, that is one of the most powerful things you can possess, something that you can continue to grow with. So make sure you keep failing and learning from your failures, because that is what's going to make you develop, not people speaking to you, not people giving you tips. You going through your own failures are going to excel you, and they're going to make you be as successful as possible. Okay, guys? So we're going to start with our first one, which is always start as a business. And that is literally one thing that I already said when I went through my how to start an eBay. Start as an LLC, because once you do that, it makes it way easier for you to get increased sellers limits. Also, you get a little bit more flexibility when it comes to the sellers limits and the money that you can make. And also, if you don't have a business account, make sure you have a banking business account too, just as a tip, because that is going to help you when it comes to filing your taxes and etc. All right, so that is a really important one. Make sure that you're starting as a business. You're not just sitting there thinking that you're just going to put your social in, and it's like, why start a reselling business or a business in general if you're not going to be a business? It doesn't make sense to me. And if you are scared, do some more research on how to start an LLC. I actually can help you with that. But also, I just want to tell you, it's not that hard. It's not that hard. When I had to figure it out, I thought that it was some type of rocket science, and I'm looking and trying to get people to help me and paying for people to help me, like LegalZoom and all that. But it's like, you don't need that. That's lazy, okay? I'd rather learn how to do it myself so that I don't ever have to depend on anybody. I don't have to wait on anybody. I don't have to make sure somebody's doing it right for me. I don't have to make sure somebody's not taxing me. It's so many things that you can learn and learn how to do it yourself instead of having somebody else do it. Because if you have somebody else do it, you're hindering yourself and making yourself a handicap. Now, of course, you may have people that say, oh, well, I don't have the time. If you don't have the time, that's completely fine, but you're still handicapping yourself because you're lacking knowledge and lacking a step that somebody else knows, and they always are going to have an up on you because you took that lazy route instead of learning how to do it. That's just my opinion. I'd rather learn how to do things because I'm not about to be stranded and not know how to do something. I want to know how to do every single thing because that is what I want. I want to be a one-stop shop, and I also want to be able to manage my business and handle my business and not depend on anybody else unless they're hired to do it. Cool, but I still want to know how to do it in some form and fashion. Okay, guys? So my phone is going off crazy. I don't know. It must be some sales. But number one, that is going to be that. Make sure you start with your business. Number two, what I want you guys to do is make sure you're getting products at low price points. One thing about eBay is very competitive. Now, when I say it's competitive, don't shy away, don't turn the video off, don't get scared. It is competitive, but it has so many buyers. Now, one thing about me is I have a way of listing products. I have a system I use, and yes, I will be covering that in another video if it's not out right now. But you have to make sure you are competing. Now that may be including you putting it the median price when you compare the highest to the lowest price of whatever product you're trying to sell on eBay. But it's just all about making sure you get a product at a good price point. Don't get an iPhone charger, a regular iPhone USB-C to Lightning charger cable for $7 and list it for $20. Like, it just doesn't make sense, right? You go to hustlersbuy.com, get it for $2, and then list it for $6.50. I'm just letting you know, it's certain ways. Make sure you guys are getting products at the great price points, okay? I have ways for you to get products down below. I'm talking about products right now. There's no catch, but guys, make sure you are getting them at a low price point because you're going to want to make sure you're maximizing your money. And that brings me to number three, which is make sure you're building a relationship with a wholesaler, okay? Now, wholesalers are people that are going to have products or services or whatever you're trying to sell. They're going to have that for a wholesale rate. The more you buy, the more discounts. Now, having those discounts are going to provide you with more room to make profit. Now, when it comes to making profit is something that you deem, something that you put into place. So a wholesaler is not going to technically tell you exactly what profit margin to place a product, but it's going to also allow you wriggling room so you know exactly what you can and cannot do, because if somebody's giving you a high price product, your profit margin is decreased. But if they're giving you a lower product at wholesale, your profit margin, of course, is going to be bigger. I mean, self-explanatory. But it's just more so about making sure you have a good relationship with a wholesaler, because when it comes to wholesalers, they'll look out for you once you talk to them. You know what I mean? Wholesalers always can look out, but they always can tax you. So in my experience, wholesaling was never regulated. You know what I mean? Like, it was never like, oh no, you can't. No, it's literally their price is their price. And I don't argue with anybody's price, but one thing I will do is I'll turn down somebody's price if I know that price isn't worth it. Like, I'm not dumb. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to cheat me. You're going to respect me, and you're going to respect my business. Now, the fourth one is communicating with buyers. So making sure you're communicating with buyers is something that I learned when I first way back started with eBay. Communicating with buyers is important because you want to make sure that you are relaying with buyers their expectations and also yours. So you're letting them know, hey, this is how many days it takes me to ship, or hey, thank you for your order. I appreciate you. I hope that you enjoy the product. Give them that great customer service, that great customer experience, so they can rate you, because on eBay, once you get your ratings up, I'm telling you, you get more sales. People trust those ratings. People do look at those ratings. Not to say you can't sell without ratings. You can, but people love to see great ratings. And the way you get your ratings up is by communicating with buyers, being nice to them, and also making sure that you're telling them what to expect, okay? And that's important, because you don't want anybody to be in the clouds and confused. You don't want that, okay? Then they start rating you bad, even if you did a good job, and you don't want that. Trust me, okay? Next is, I want you guys, number 5, to make sure you're always checking your numbers. Now, what do you mean, D? What I mean is, there's a seller hub on eBay, and it gives you all your statistics. I check this daily because I want to know exactly how many clicks I'm getting. I want to know what products are doing great, what products are doing bad. If the product is doing bad, I need to figure out how to make it do better. I need to do my product research. I need to make sure that I am revising listings so that they can actually excel to the maximum, okay? I don't want any listing left behind. So I have to do my work by doing my product research to make sure that I am making every day a revising or editing or auditing day, okay? So make sure you're looking at your products, even if you're at work. If you're at work and you got lunch and you're on your lunch break and you sitting there drinking a nice cold bottle of Prime, or you sitting there eating some Chinese food or whatever you do during your lunch, pull out your phone, look at your eBay, look at the numbers, make sure that the numbers are moving up, make sure the numbers aren't stagnant. If it is something stagnant, revise that listing right then and there, and you good. It's just all about inspecting what you expect with your business. Very important. You want to make sure that you're going to make your business count every single day. But that brings me into number 6, revise your listings, okay? If you have a listing that is not selling, or a listing that's not being seen, it's not something wrong with the platform, it's something wrong with you, okay? It's something wrong with the way you put the product, and you need to fix the product. You can't blame, oh my God, I think eBay shadow banned me. Now, that might be the case. I'm not here to tell you they did or they didn't, but I'm telling you what you can control. You can control revising your listings, and that's something I would recommend for you to revise your listings often, because once you're revising them, and I'm talking about the ones that aren't working and the ones that are selling too. The ones that ain't working, you need to go and see why they're not working. Look at other people's products that are selling, compare them to yours, and see exactly where the discrepancy is and how you can fix it. Now, if you're selling a product and the product is flying up the shelves like hotcake, you might be like, well, why would I touch it? The reason you won't touch it is because it shouldn't be flying up the shelves like hotcake. Because if it's flying up the shelves like hotcake, that means that you have it at a low price point. You need to put it at a price point that is fair, but also something that's going to get you the maximum amount of profit. So what I do is, if something's flying up the shelves, I don't just keep it at that same price point. I might put it up 25 cents, 50 cents, because now it's like, all right, it's going to all add up. So always revise your listings, because that is how you're going to make sure you make profit. Talking about profit, number 7 is going to be your profit is not always your profit. What do I mean by that? Your profit is not always your profit, because sometimes you gotta realize that the money you make gotta go back into the product, okay? You can't just sit there and make money, pay your bills with the money you made with all of the products, and then look at the eBay like, dang, I don't got no products to sell. Duh, because you didn't sit there and put no money aside. So understand that profit is profit, but you gotta take away some of the expenses that you put into the product. I always say this because it's something I didn't realize when I first started, and it put me in a messed up position. Number 8, we're talking about messed up positions. You always want to really include free shipping. I'm going to be honest with you. Free shipping is going to get your product sold faster. Now, one thing about free shipping, it's also going to cost you some money in the beginning. I don't recommend always putting the full shipping amount in your price point at first when you're listing a product. Sometimes you got to take a loss. Sometimes you got to have the lowest price, depending on what product you're selling when you're selling on eBay. But again, I'll go over that in another video. But try to make sure that you're putting your shipping costs in the product price, instead of just saying, oh, buyer, you got to pay for shipping. Because when they see that and then they go look at another eBay listing that has free shipping, which most of them do, you're going to lose. So that you can compare, and also so you can compete, I want you to make sure you have your listings at free shipping, okay? Free shipping is very important. All right, now, number 9 is use other platforms. And I know this does not make any sense right now, but I'm going to make it make sense. If you stick to one platform, guys, you're hindering yourself in your business. I don't know what you're using this money for, but whatever you're using the money for, I want you to be able to sustain it. And it does mean you need to not put all your eggs in one basket. You don't want to put your eggs in one basket, because you don't want eBay to take your platform down. And once they take your platform down, now you start from square one. So always, once you start seeing success on one platform, go to another platform and try to duplicate it. Once you try and duplicate it, you're going to see some type of result, of course, because it's not about the platform, it's about the behavior. You're putting the perfect behavior in place. That's why you're seeing results. You can duplicate that on another platform and you can eat. All right, so make sure you have multiple platforms, because I'm telling you right now, having yourself stuck with just one is not it. It's not the move. I've learned from plenty of situations, and I'm just, oh my God, I'm getting a headache right now just thinking about it. And then the last one, number 10, is something that I think is useful. It's a bonus, honestly, because literally it's something that anybody can do. Bundle your products. If you haven't already went to hustlersbuy.com, you are tripping like a transmission. We have so many products you can buy on wholesale. All you need to do is sign up for the account, of course, and guess what? Get chargers, bundle the chargers, make it 5 chargers in one post. Bundle your products. You're going to sell way more because people like to buy when they feel like they're getting more, okay? It is simple, easy, not hard, not complicated, and I will continue to go through this in different videos to help you guys out, give you a transparent observation, transparent advice, something that I think a lot of people are missing, and I just want you guys to get it, you know, because again, these are all from my failures too. You know, I'm not perfect. I'm always a student as well, and I'm continuing to grow 1% better every single day, just like you. So without further ado, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure that you start your eBay, get in there right now, stop procrastinating, and I'm gonna see you at the top. Peace.